everybody, it's Doug here, Doug Mystic Guy on Board Game Geek, bringing you our 4th episode of Arcadia Quest using the Beyond the Grave expansion. And we're going to get started right away. We don't have a lot to change or do, but I do have one correction I want to address. I'm not going to change it for the game, but I want to make you aware of it in the event you are playing. I missed that the Skelebones, as you can see on the screen and on the card I'm holding up, have a point of armor. So I should have been rolling a defense die for them when they were attacked. Now I'm not going to go, again, I'm not going to go backwards and redo it all, but I did want to make you aware of that just so you could see that was the case. Now, next thing up, we're going to get right to the blue player's turn, and it's going to be a zinger. I thought about it in between plays, and I think there's something very interesting that's going to come out of this. So we're going to go right to Victor. Now you say, well, Victor, he's got all his stuff used up and he's hurt and all, but we're okay. So let's go to Victor's character card first, and I'll show you what he's going to do. So the blue team is going to activate Victor. Now, he's got a bunch of stuff on him. Primarily, he's going to use these two. This one, the healing potion, and the refresh potion. So the refresh potion is going to refresh his items. And the healing potion is going to take away all of his wounds. And so he used these. Neither of those take an action to do, but they're out of the game. Now, what's interesting about this is that when you use a portal, you do not get a guard reaction from a monster. So, what we're going to do is, first things first, let's go to the board. So, what Victor is going to do is he is going to step through the portal, and in doing so, he does not invoke the guard reaction of these two creatures. Then he comes out of the portal here. Let's make sure you can see all of this. There we go. He comes out, gotta move it over just a little more. He comes out of the portal over here, passes through, which he can do because there's only one player there, and picks up the token for the quest, which is now up on screen. You can see that that is the token for the Secure the Weapons cache. So he's going to take one of his, I'm just going to use one of these instead, and put it on the quest card because he was the first one to collect it, which is going to give him a bonus at the end. But he also then gets the special reward that comes along with that. Let me pull that out, and we're going to get that out for him. It is called the Spinal Tap. So he picks up this weapon. It is a bow. It does 3 archery range and does +2 dice if the target has any death tokens. Well, nobody does except for Morgan, but he picks that up immediately, and then he is going to turn around and attack Maya, or Diva, rather. Is it Diva? Yeah, Diva, who is standing right here, who is heading for that objective. Yeah, so let's go to the dice bowl and get this attack going. Now, he can use either his sickle, he could use the Spinal Tap bow, or he could use the paring blade. I believe he's going to, well, the sickle gives him a reroll, but it's only 2 dice. The Spinal Tap gives him 3 dice. Heck, she doesn't have any death tokens on her, but he might as well use that. It's got 3 dice. So we're going to go roll 3 archery dice for him. Now remember, if his attack kills his target, he can activate another, but it's not going to. That's a special ability. However, let's just go and make his attack. Okay, here's 3 dice. We're looking for archery symbols using the Spinal Tap bow. And wow, 3 hits. That's awesome. No burst, so it's not going to do any more than that, but that is 3 hits from him. Now, unfortunately, Diva's really tough. She's got, unfortunately for Victor that is, she's going to have a total of 5 defense dice to roll against his attack. However, all of her items and weapons are exhausted. So she got 1 burst, so she knows she's going to, so she took 2 points of damage. She already had 1. That still does not kill her, and that leaves her with only 1 health left. I mean, we can't really, if we refresh her, he's going to kill her, so she's going to have to make a run for it with no items or anything to account for her stuff. She can't do much. It's a pretty terrible situation. Anyway, really good move by our blue team. Now, that is actually going to end the blue team, so we're going to move on to the orange team, and we're unfortunately going to have to, we absolutely must get Diva out of there because in a scenario with 2 players, you only have to get 2 of the the quest's done, if I believe. I'm going to look it up just to be sure. But if she gets killed by Victor, that will end the game. Lastly, we do need to put a token on Spinal Tap because he has used it, and then we get to continue on. Okay, now we'll take Diva's turn. She's going to make a run for it, but first she's going to use her first action to pick up this card. Who knows if it'll help her or not? We'll see. Reckoning. She's going to take a look at it. Now she only uses action if she reveals it. All enemy heroes whose figure is currently placed on its hero card receive 1 extra death token. That is not the case, so she's not going to do that. She's going to step through the portal for her second action, or actually for her first action, because that doesn't require anything just to look at it. And for her third action, she's going to beeline it this way and do nothing else. I mean, she's still within range of Victor. It's very likely that we might lose this scenario as the orange players. She just made a mad dash, but Victor can pop in there and attack her, which is exactly what is going to happen. So the orange player, they're kind of in a bit of a spot. If Victor comes through and doesn't kill Diva, Morgan can throw Life Drain on him because that's the only untapped ability that any of the orange players have right now. So let's go back to the blue player, and the blue player is going to activate Victor again, which would just make sense. And he is here, so he's going to move 1 step through the portal for 2 and attack her for 3 with his sickle. So let's go to the dice bowl and do that. This is a mad dash. If she survives this, we might actually be able to pull something off. So Victor's got his dice here. Now remember, the bow he can't use. It's already been activated and it's been tapped out for the turn. But let's use his sickle. It's 2 dice, and he does get a reroll. So that actually resulted in 2 hits. But again, Diva has 5 dice, so there's good likelihood she'll be able to block it. Let's see if she does. She got 1 burst, so she blocked 1 of them. Oh man, she actually was killed. So she managed to block 1 hit. That gives her 4 out of her 4 hits. With her 5 dice, because she had the parrying dagger, but that actually kills her, so we'll just leave these there for the moment. That's going to bring her back to her card. Now here's the problem. That means that the blue team actually gets the first point on here as well. So that actually ends our scenario for us. I got to look and see exactly, trying to remember some things, but I want to make sure I didn't make a mistake there, but I don't think I did. I think the blue team got lucky in that encounter. And I'm going to double check just to make sure we've covered everything and see where we're at. Yeah, so that results in a quick victory and also another gold piece for the blue team at the end of the scenario. Now, I'm not going to go through the process of buying Ollie items and everything. It's really cool, and there's a lot of neat things you can do. You can, like I said, buy cool items and stuff like that. But what I will say is that I just wanted to give you an example of a quick scenario, and I don't know if I would have played it differently or not if I was trying to make sure to compete against somebody else, but I think that could have rolled out this way, and it can be this randomly lucky and fast. So I'm going to call that the end of this little overview of Beyond the Graves. Didn't show you a whole lot. There's a bunch of scenarios for the campaign. There's also the Nameless campaign, which comes with the main game. But I think that gave you just a good smattering of some things that are in this and how fun and fast the gameplay is, and also how quickly it can end. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and I hope to see you soon on the next one. We'll see what is up next. Thanks again, and I'll talk to you soon.